You guys voted, well, after we asked, of course, but you guys voted, and there was a decision that was made for us to go ahead and start our new segment called Patience or Pressure. Okay, for the Arizona Cardinals. So we'll get right into it today. So this segment is kind of talking about, as we head into the 2022 NFL season, after the draft, after free agency, mini camps, all that kind of gets going. Who has a little bit of patience, or which franchises have a little bit of patience on their side, and who might be facing a little bit of pressure. And so for this one, I think it's going to be really interesting, a lot of fun, and I think this is a great one to start it off with. For the Arizona Cardinals, I think there's a lot of pressure right now. We talk about Kyler Murray, he's clearly wasn't happy with his contract, and I get it. He has played like an upper tier quarterback throughout, or at least there's been glimpses. Glimpses. The point is that at the end of the day, Kyler Murray is a guy that, if we're being honest, if we had to stop and judge right now if he was worth a first overall pick back in 2019 right now, I would say yes. A guy that's passed for over 11,000 yards, 70 touchdowns against only 34 interceptions, takes pretty good care of the football. There is a little bit of a tendency, in my opinion, that if he's injured or if things aren't exactly perfect, it doesn't look good. But can he lead a franchise? That's the question. For the first 7 games of the season last year, I didn't think anybody was going to catch the Cardinals, both figuratively and even just the fact of seriously. Like, we talk about a guy in Kyler Murray that threw for over 3,700 yards, 24 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. It was a touchdown percentage of 5%, But we saw a guy that, honestly, in my opinion, I felt like was really coming to his own, had 5 rushing touchdowns last year, and he had some weapons as well. But the real question is, can he lead a franchise? I think moving forward, that answer is a resounding yes. However, what does it come down to? Especially when you are negotiating these contracts. I understand the Cardinals probably knew they were probably going to have to pay him. That's why, this is going to be really interesting. I mean, they just traded for a guy like Hollywood Brown. So how does that all stack up? Well, I think at the end of the day, Cliff Kingsbury. I want to say Ken Wisnut. Cliff Kingsbury and company, there's pressure. You drafted Kyler Murray a couple seasons ago. He has developed. I think it is now time that you surround him with the weapons he needs, with the defense that he needs, and I think to a degree there is that. I also know that at the same time, DeAndre Hopkins is out for, the first 6 games of the season, but I think that you have the talent right now to kind of hold that over. You talk about Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. James Conner had, double-digit rushing touchdowns last year. You have A.J. Green in there as well. Now, he's not the A.J. Green of old, but he can still get the job done. You got Rondale Moore, Zach Ertz, Trey McBride in the draft. So, and I think this offensive line is good enough to get the job done. You don't need, I think Kyler Murray, we saw glimpses. If he can stay healthy, I think the sky's the limit for the Arizona Cardinals. They are a tough team when everybody's healthy, everybody's good to go. I mean, not a lot of people can catch up with them. I mean, we saw my Vikings last year were basically head over heels trying to catch up with guys like Rondale Moore and all those boys. So, honestly, I think what it comes down to is, can Kyler Murray lead the franchise? Can he take the reins and take this franchise to the next level? I absolutely think that is the case, but there is no mistake. Make no mistake, there is pressure facing the Arizona Cardinals, and I think they've got to make something out of this year, at least make another playoff push, or I think it could be Cliff Kingsbury and company that could potentially face the chopping block. It's definitely a possibility, but I think that there is some pressure facing the Arizona Cardinals organization right now. But let us know what you guys think about our new segment, plus your thoughts on patience or pressure for the Arizona Cardinals. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. Where are we going after that? Oh, yeah, make sure you guys, all in the description down below, you guys give us a link and a follow on all our social media platforms. Give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think of there being patience or pressure for the Arizona Cardinals.